Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatripatamaham bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Nishwaram. Okay, Hare Krishna. So today we will see the session name is We Are Not All in All. Okay, हम सब कुछ नहीं हैं. Generally, we have a tendency to think. Anyway, मेरे पास कॉलर भी नहीं उठाने के लिए, but जो भी है, we have collar. And collar उठा के हम सोचते हैं कि हम सब कुछ हैं. We actually control everything. Whatever I am seeing, I am the controller. But today we will see that how we are not all in all, right? So if you remember, we saw in the first session that how we go through a lot of stress because we don't live in reality. Right? And then we saw that we will discuss about a lot of realities. In the second session, we discussed about the reality of soul. And from soul, we understood that there is karma which is acting in our life. Now, from karma, we understood that if I have to do good karma, then I need to have my software proper, that is the mind. But then we need to also understand that all these three things, that is the Atma, the Karma, the software, the mind, is being controlled in such a way that it works seamlessly. So today we will see who is the Ishvara, who is the controller behind all these laws. Okay, so we'll go ahead. So there are three purposes of Bhagavad Gita. So if anyone asks, what is the purpose of reading Bhagavad Gita, right? So everything we do with a purpose. Until unless we have a purpose, we generally don't do. Let's say, for example, someone says, what is the purpose of doing engineering? Okay, if I do engineering, I'll get a job. What is the purpose of becoming doing MBBS? Okay, I'll become a doctor. I'll start curing patients and I'll also earn something. So whatever activity we are doing in life, there is a purpose. And someone asks all of you, oh, you are hearing from a Baba some Bhagavad Gita. What is the use of reading all this from a Baba in the early morning at Sunday? You could do so many things on Sunday. What is the purpose? So these are the three purposes of Bhagavad Gita. The first is Sambandha. Sambandha means what is our relationship with God? Everything about relationship. So Bhagavad Gita speaks about मैं कौन हूँ, who am I, and who is God, and what is my relationship with God. Who am I, who is God, and what is my relationship with God. So this is one thing that is Bhagavad Gita has a purpose. The purpose to speak about God, the purpose to speak about us, and the purpose to speak about our relationship with God. This is one thing that is very clear in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita deals with who am I in second chapter, soul. And in the fourth chapter, Bhagavad Gita speaks elaborately about God. And then also in later parts also, Bhagavad Gita speaks elaborately on who is God. Right? And the second purpose is Abhideya. Abhideya, it's a technical term, Sanskrit term. So Abhideya means how to understand God, how to establish the relationship with God. All of us right now are feeling a lot of attraction and relationship with husband, wife, parents, father, mother, but we don't feel for God. Okay, we also don't have a proper understanding of who is God. So Abhideya is about revival, reviving our relationship with God. Right? So Sambandha is about understanding the relationship. Abhideya is about reviving the relationship. Like for example, someone, okay, who is married here? Okay, Rashmi is married. So I know. So imagine there is some jhagda with the husband. So some fight has happened. This is hypothetical. Okay, don't fight just because I said. So some fight has happened. Now if there's a fight has happened, so and then because of the fight, Rashmi is in one corner of the flat, in one room locked, and the husband is in another corner. But then, what is the patch up? You understand patch up? Kabhi hota hai breakup and love. So patch up both. I don't know why it is called patch up, but whatever it is, patch up. So how the patch up has to be done? So the very fact that we have forgotten our relationship with God means there has been some issues that has happened. Okay. Now in the Bhagavad Gita Advanced, now basics, after basics we'll do an advanced course. In that we'll understand what exactly has happened between us and God. That we are not able to understand Him, we are not able to. So that process of revival. So how patch up? The husband goes out and brings a bouquet of flowers and theek hai, chhod do, abhi bhul jao. The wife makes some halwa or some momo or some pizza which the husband likes, and then there is a patch up. Okay. So, or if the fight has been very bad, then the husband has to give a diamond ring only, and then it gets patched up. So, but whatever it is, there is a process of revival, or the process of revival means basically the process of patch up with God. So, that is called Abhideya. Now, what is Prayojan? Prayojan is, I will tell you what it is. मैं क्यों patch up करूं? Why do I patch up? नहीं करूंगा, बस I am fine. Let God be there in His own world. I am there in my own world. So Prayojan helps us to understand what I am going to achieve with the patch up. What all benefits I am going to achieve with that patch up. So that is called Prayojan. So that is understanding, Sambandha. There is the process of the revival, and Prayojan, what I am going to get. Prayojan is basically reciprocations. What reciprocation I am going to get? मैं क्यों करूँगा? Patch up. So this is revival, Abhideya, and then relationship. So these are the three purposes of reading Bhagavad Gita. Understand about God, revive our relationship with God, and reciprocate with God. Okay? Now the first question is, before we understand all these things, does God exist? And if He exists, why He is not visible? And the third thing is, can I become God? Okay. So these are the three things which we are going to see today. Okay. So the first question is, does God exist? So what is the definition of God that scriptures speak about, or Bhagavad Gita speaks about? God means these three things: Srishti, Sthiti, and Pralaya. So Srishti is generator. He is the generator of the creation. Sthiti means maintainer or the operator of the creation. And Pralaya means destructor of the creation. God, God. So if anyone asks, what is God? The definition of God is Generator, Srishti. Operator, maintenance. And Pralaya, destructor. Okay. So we will see 1, 2, 3 systematically. How God is the generator, how God is the operator, and how God is the destructor. Okay. We see in this world there are so many architectural marvels. Like we have Eiffel Tower, and we have sleek cars, we have some sculptures. For everything in this world, for every creation in this world, there is a creator, correct? Okay. Now, how can you think that something in this world on a macro level has come? It has no creator, right? Like if we have some flowers, we have some trees. There is so much of wonderful creation. Now, when we create, we say, oh, this is created by Apple. And we say this mala has been, someone would have done this mala, right? It cannot just come by chance. Have you ever seen a flowering plant automatically making a garland like this and coming and putting? It never happens, right? So the scientists and many people, they say, oh, nature is everything. Nature is everything. So can nature work automatically? If nature can work automatically, then why can't nature make a sculpture? Why can't nature make an Eiffel Tower, right? So, nature is basically matter. We have never seen matter working automatically. Matter never works automatically. Matter only works only when there is spirit. A person is dead and gone. Will the person eat? Person will not eat. Person will not speak. Person will not reproduce. Why? The spirit has left. So similarly, just like a body is a matter and the spirit is there, so then on a universal macro level, the matter will also have spirit, because of which the matter is moving. Okay. So generator basically means how the creation is happening. We see around the creation, such wonderful creation, right? We make a rose. You see, one earth is there. From one earth, you put a seed, then one plant comes out which has a red color flower, and from the same earth, another plant comes out which has a yellow color flower, correct? Similarly, another thing you see, one plant comes out which gives we have 4 mango trees which we planted when maybe in 2014-15, we planted 4 mango trees in our Gosala, 4 to 5 mango trees. Every mango tree it's just side by side. But every mango tree gives different taste of mango. How come? Right? Similarly, you will see twins are born, but they are also not same. One father, mother, they give birth to 3 children, like 3 of us are there. My 2 sisters and myself. We look so different. My sisters are so nice, so beautiful. I am such an ugly guy, right? How it is possible? Though the mother and father are same. So no one is identical. Everything is so beautifully designed. And another example here it is given that a big banyan tree, you see a small seed is there. And in that small seed, such a big banyan tree is there. You put that seed in a earth, and then such a big banyan tree comes out, right? So if everything requires an intelligent creator, why this wonderful creation that has come so beautifully doesn't require a creator? Now you tell me, till now scientists are speaking such big blah 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 blah. No scientist has ever found out, okay, we'll have 2 iPads and they will give birth to 1 iPhone. ऐसे कुछ बनाया scientist ने. So we will have a marriage between 2 iPads and 1 iPhone will be there. Such amazing, huh? Imagine 2 cars are there And if you want to do business of cars, so you purchase 2 cars, and then 2 cars will give you more cars, and then more cars you can keep on selling. Just amazing, na? No scientists are able to make machines like this, but we see how such a machine God has created, right? So when we see our body, we should always understand that this is such a sophisticated machine. The eye is such a sophisticated machine. We have specs and glass and all. This eye, the lens, you know, how many of you are wearing specs? Okay, this Saujanya is wearing, Rishita is wearing, Aishanya is wearing, very good. It's Alikya is wearing. So many are wearing. So you know something called lens, right? So it's a glass piece. Now you will be amazed that this eye has only water, aqueous humor, vitreous humor. And this water se wo lens bana hai. Pani hai bas. Till now scientists are not able to make water say, fluid say lens. They are making contact lens which you can put, but it's basically a glass or some other material, but it's not fluid, right? So whenever we are making, what we are doing is that we are, give mobile. Okay, so we are putting a brand. Samsung, okay, here brand is there, and he has also put his brand Sanatan in the mobile. सब अपना अपना नाम भी लिख देते हैं. Similarly, this small watch is there to keep my time here in front of me. So it is written tax soon. Okay. Now here this Apple pencil is there. Small, it is written Apple pencil. Okay. This iPad is there, so it has iPad. So everything has a brand image. Now we will see one video, very interesting video. Even this creation has fingerprint or brand name. Okay, so this is a very interesting video about Fibonacci series. Okay, go ahead. So this first video.
Around 1200 AD, a man named Leonard Pisano, better known as Fibonacci, discovered a sequence of numbers that created a very interesting pattern.
So
the sequence begins with the numbers 1, 1,
okay, so this
2,
is called
3,
Fibonacci series.
5, 8,
okay, how it
13.
is made? Okay, stop it. So how this Fibonacci series is made is, you see 0 and then 1. Okay. So the next digit is made, you make 0 plus 1, that is 1. So the third number in the series will be, so first number will be 0, then 1, and then you add 0 plus 1, then it will become 1. And then 1 plus 1 you add, then it will become 2. Then 1 plus 2 you add, then it will become 3. Okay, you are understanding? So in this way, 3 plus 2 you add, then it will become 5. 1 plus 2, then 2 plus 3 will become 5. Then 5 plus 3, it will become 8. 8 plus 5, it will become 13. 13 plus 8, 21. Okay. So like that it goes. This is called the Fibonacci series. Okay, go ahead.
21, 34, and continues indefinitely. Each number is obtained by adding the last 2 digits together. A rectangle with a length and width.
What is so special about Fibonacci series? So from Fibonacci series, we can make something called a golden rectangle. Okay, what is a golden rectangle? You take any 2 numbers of the Fibonacci series. Okay, so it's 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, like that. So you take 1, 13, 1, 8. So this will form a golden rectangle. Why it is a golden rectangle? It will show now. So
of any 2 of the numbers of this sequence forms what is known as the golden rectangle, a perfect rectangle. A golden rectangle can be broken down into squares the size of the next Fibonacci numbers.
Like this. So you can break, if you break like this, then, if you make like this, then it will become 8 by 8. Okay? And then this will be 8 by 8 square. So idhar 5 bachega. So this is 5 and 8. Then what you can do? You can make 5 by 5. Then idhar 3 bachega. Okay? You are understanding? So So in this way, you can make squares like this. Okay, go ahead.
And below. If we were to take a perfect or golden rectangle,
Okay.
break
You
it
see
down
so
into
many
smaller
has
squares
become
based
in
on
golden
Fibonacci's
rectangle. You are able to understand? Okay, now you see what will happen.
sequence and divide each with an arc, the patterns begin to take shape. We begin to see Fibonacci's spiral. The spiral
these
in and of
squares,
itself
starting,
is
oh, go back. Back. From these squares, starting from here, you can make spirals like this. And this spiral is called the Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so the video.
begin to see Fibonacci's spiral. The spiral in and of itself is insignificant. Its
And
importance is
amazingly,
revealed in
whatever
where
design in nature it has, हमारा कान, जो भी है, everything has the Fibonacci spiral. Go ahead, play it.
we find it. Take, for example, the sunflower. The display of its florets are in perfect spirals of 55, 34, and 21. The sequence of Fibonacci. The fruitlets of the pineapple create the same spiral
Just continue playing.
based on the sequence. The pine cone does the same. As currents move through the ocean and the tide rolls onto the shore, the waves that bring in the tide curve into a spiral that can be mathematically diagrammed onto a plot at the points 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and 55. Buds on trees, sand dollars, starfish, petals on flowers, and especially the nautilus shell are formed with this exact same blueprint. With each segment of growth, the nautilus adds to itself one more value on Fibonacci's scale. This blueprint can be seen around us on a small scale every day, but the greatest example of all
Fibonacci series, right? So how they, this is 1, 5, 8 and whatever it is. So, yeah.
But the greatest example of all is directly above our heads. At an average of 100,000 light years across, even the spiral of the galaxies above us are formed with the exact design that the tiny shell is formed. This sequence or blueprint appears to be the trademark of a designer.
The design, just like when someone manufacturer puts Apple logo and brand name. So there is also a very wonderful design in this world, which shows through Fibonacci series and the spirals, and many of the things have this. So imagine how come that all these things have come by chance. When we design something, Sri Nitai Dasa's design, and and then when we see it in nature, ऐसा ही हो गया. How? Just evolution से हो गया. Just by evolution, by chance, things have happened. Okay. Imagine you, what you do is that you make some halwa. It's a Rasmi only. Rasmi makes a halwa for patch up for the husband. And then the husband says, by chance हो गया, ठीक है, खुश रहो. तो क्या होगा? Patch-up से ज़्यादा, it will be less of a patch-up and more of a more danger, right? The relationship will become more strained. So in this way, when we say everything is going by chance, then why you are taking a salary? Then your boss can say, oh, everything is going by chance. You don't require salary, right? So if everything is going by chance, then you don't have to go work. Just sit down like this. You will eat by chance. You will pass water by chance, right? You will go to office by chance, right? And you will work by chance. You will study by chance. Nothing happens by chance in this world. Everything will happen when we put effort, when the soul puts effort. So how come in nature everything happens by chance? There has to be a super soul who is controller. The soul controls this body, and that's what Krishna says in the 13th chapter. Kshetra Kshetragnayor. Krishna gives a very wonderful example to Arjuna to explain this. Krishna says, you see that one soul is there inside the body and he is fully aware of the body. But then you consider the entire universe as a body. Nowadays, scientists have also found out the earth is also behaving like a body only. So then the entire nature as a body, then it is called the Virata Purusa. That's what Krishna showed to Arjuna. So Krishna, this picture that is there here is called the Virata Purusa or the Vishwarupa. And what is this Vishwarupa? This is basically the super soul of the entire universe. So the universe is also matter. So the universe is also matter. And from the universe, so it has the soul, and that soul is the super soul or Krishna or God. Okay, so we'll go ahead a little bit. So how? First is generator. Generator means every architecture has every creation has a creator. So the nature is also a creation. It also has to have a creator. Okay. So the next is operator. Operator. Now for putting one satellite on the sky, one of our professor, the most interesting and so many, I took so many subjects in IIT, but one of the most interesting subject was digital satellite communication. So what it does is how from the control tower we connect to the satellite which is so up. And then you control, you put the satellite in the orbit and shift it from one orbit to another. So all this is called digital satellite communication. So the professor who was teaching us was a retired ISRO person. He had worked, he had put many satellites. तो उसका practical ज्ञान था बहुत. So and he was speaking very interesting things. So he once commented a very interesting thing. He said, when we do all the mathematical calculations, right? You have to do a lot of mathematics to put it in orbit. Otherwise, आपके घर में घूमेगा satellite. आपके घर के सामने ऐसे ही या फिर scientist के सर के अंदर ऐसे मंडराता रहेगा satellite. If you do wrong mathematics. So you have to do a lot of orbital velocity and mathematics. So he was telling, so the mathematics involved, so you have decimal place 3, 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8, 5. Okay. So these are all called decimal places. So he was telling that till 7th decimal, sometimes we have to make calculations. So if there is some little difference in the 7th decimal, the satellite will be out of orbit by some kilometers on the sky. You are able to understand? अगर 7वां डेसिमल में थोड़ा सा गलती किया, सैटेलाइट चंद्र को सर्कल नहीं करके जाके मंगल को सर्कल करेगा या फिर इसरो को ही सर्कल करने लग जाएगा. So much precise calculations have to be done to put a satellite on air. And you see, we have natural satellites. The moon is called the natural satellite of Earth. Who is doing calculation? कौन सा माई के लाल साइंटिस्ट बैठ के इधर कैलकुलेट कर रहा है, बाप रे मून को घुमाना है. Tell me. And when moon is rotating, oh, chance. You rotate anything by chance, tell me. Huh? You rotate anything by chance. You rotate one nut, जो बचपन में नट खेलते थे ना ऐसे करके नट ऐसे घूमता रहता था, उसको चांद से घुमाए. Forget about satellite and moon. एक छोटा सा नट्टू को घुमा नहीं सकता है चांद से. And all the scientists speak all bluff that all these things are rotating by chance. Why? Because when they were born, they were already rotating. So that's why they are thinking it's rotating by chance. Huh? Okay. So if you are born and it is already rotating, so just like for example, one international space station is there, ISS. You know about it? How many of you know about it? So there is an international space station, which is many of the countries have tied up and done something. So to observe space and many of the parameters of the space. So someone who is born when already the international space station is launched and it is already roaming, and he is born now, and he is putting telescope. Oh, how come this has come? Oh, I think it has come by chance. Because those scientists who had put International Space Station, they are dead and gone, right? Now this scientist is coming and seeing in the telescope, oh, I don't think anything who can do that. And this is by chance, it has gone like that. This is foolishness. This is foolishness. So, just because you are not able to see the scientist, or just because you have not seen the launch of the International Space Station, that doesn't mean that you can say that International Space Station ऐसे ही उड़ रहा है. Right? So similarly, just because you cannot see God or you cannot see the controller, that doesn't mean that there is no controller. Right? This is foolishness. Huh? Like, there is a funny story about a science teacher. So the science teacher came to the class, and the science teacher said, there is no God, nothing like that. Everything is by nature, and nature is coming. There is no God. These are all sentimental things, superstition, mythology. Believing in God is mythology. So then one student raised his hand and said, why, sir, believing in God is mythology, and why it is superstitious, there is no God? Now you see, God is not visible. So how can you believe that God exists? Then this another student who was little intelligent, he raised his hand. Sir, I think your brain is not visible. Can we conclude because your brain is not visible, you don't have a brain? Huh? Huh? What do you think? How many of your brain is visible? No, your head is visible, but your brain is visible? No. So just because your brain is not visible, can we say that you don't have brain? Just because your heart is not visible, can we so tell that your heart is not there? So just like there is a process to see the brain behind the head, similarly, there is also process to see the intelligent brain also behind the creation. You are able to understand? So this is the second thing, that all these satellites and everything we put, there are so many laws. For the law of traffic signal, you require some traffic police. But for law of karma, no police is required. How come? Any law, you need to a lawmaker who made the law, who is operating the law. So the laws are also made by some person. We can see how our brain function, right? So you can see this video. So brain has some more than 40,000 synapses. Synapses are basically the connections between the neurons. Okay? Yeah. So the brain has 10 to 23 watts of power it generates. Amazing! It is made with 75% of water. Yeah, go ahead. We have 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. We have 1 billion. Now this, we create one processor, i4, i5, i7 processor, or M1 silicon, M2 silicon, M3 silicon. हमने बनाया Intel, Apple, and then this processor, not required. No one is required. It has come by chance. Okay. So then the next is destructor. Right. Now you see here some things are mentioned about old age, natural calamities, diseases and everything. I'll give another example. Very nice example. When I was going recently, actually someone wanted to donate some land somewhere outskirts of Calcutta. So I wanted to go and see the land which he wanted to donate. So then I was going on outskirts near Dankuni, and it's ahead of Dankuni. And near, just before Dankuni, outside of Calcutta, it's a big dher. It's a big garbage bin. Big mountain made of garbage. I don't know how many of you have seen that. Huh? Okay, Aishanya has seen. Rishita has seen. Others, I don't know. It's a big mountain. Himalaya mountain of garbage and trash. Right? So, just imagine. We have made creation. भगवान ने क्या पत्ता बनाया, हमने क्या बनाया, प्लास्टिक बनाया. Krishna made leaf and we made plastic. Like you see all these plants. These are not real plants. These are all plastic plants which are there in the room. And it was giving, so this Sanatan and they all put this plastic plants. And it was giving some plastic smell. So I put some fragrance to. So these are all plastic plants, but they're looking like real plants. So now the problem of this plastic is what? Now Krishna has made leaf. God has made leaf. And you put that leaf on the ground, immediately it will become again earth. From where the leaf has come? From the earth. And automatically it goes back where? Earth only. But from where the plastic has come? Hey?
Lab, factory.
Finally,
Made
plastic.
by us.
Made by us, but what is the raw material for the plastic? Earth only. All the raw materials are from earth only. But it is not able to go back to earth. That is this is how it is. You are able to understand?
Yes.
Now, wherever we have created, we have involved ourselves in the ecology, we have only broken the ecology. We have only broken the cycle. So, we have taken from earth only. From where the tar is coming, from earth only, the tar roads, from crude oil. All these things are mostly coming from the crude oil. From where crude oil is coming? Crude oil is also coming from earth. When God is doing something, He is not breaking the ecology, and we are doing something, so in this way, the destruction that Krishna has created also is so amazing. It is fully like scientists are telling, biodegradable. Degradable means what? Destruction. So Krishna has created such destruction, right? We take food, right? We take apple, rice and dal, and then the excreta comes out and again it goes to earth. It doesn't remain like that. But you put battery as a source of power to any of this has battery, this camera has battery. So you put camera battery, and when the battery is dead, what happens to the battery? It remains like that, it doesn't degrade. Correct? So in this way, Krishna has created such a wonderful degradation system. There is old age, there are natural calamities, there are diseases, and finally the degrades, and again a new person is born. So, destructor. So, how Krishna has created wonderful cycle. Creation, maintenance, destruction. Creation, maintenance, destruction. हम create तो कर लेते हैं, फिर destruct नहीं होता है वो फिर ढेर बन जाता है, हिमालय garbage bin बन जाता है, right? So in this way, we see around the world all these things. So what we saw, G. What is G?
Generator.
Okay, what is O?
Operator.
And D?
Destructor.
Destructor. Very good, very good, very good. Now the question is, why God is not visible to me? Right? Why God is not visible to me? So the first thing is that how much we can trust our eyes. We see in this picture lot of water. You see? Lot of water. But this is called mirage. Right? Can we trust our eyes? Water is there. We see in desert there are mirage. So many things we see, we don't believe. And so many things we don't see, we believe. Desert में पानी दिखता है. We see water in the desert, we don't believe. Right? And then we don't see the mobile networks. But we believe mobile networks are there. We don't see the air, but we believe air is there. We don't see infrared rays. So if we are in this world only, we are not able to see so many things. Then how we can think that we can see? I'll tell you a very nice story of Akbar and Birbal. So Akbar said, koi Bhagwan nahi hai. How can I believe? God is not visible. How can I believe? Birbal said, nahi, God is there. No, I don't believe because God is not visible. So Birbal said, tomorrow I'll show you God. So tomorrow Birbal, the next day, Birbal came to the court and he was sitting and he had a ghada, pot. What do you say? Mud pot. And in the mud pot, he was doing something with his hand. Like this. And Akbar said, what you are doing on this? He was holding the pot like this. And kuch kar raha hai. Something is searching in that pot. And Akbar asked Birbal, what you are doing? You are looking so foolish today. So Birbal said, I have kept this pot and this pot milk is there. I am trying to search for butter in this milk. So Akbar said, you are a foolish man. You are searching butter in the milk. So is this the process to search the butter in the milk? By putting your hand inside the milk. How many of you think if you put your hand inside the milk and you take out your hand, so much of butter and ghee will be there in your hand? How many of you think? This is foolishness. So Akbar said, you are foolish. There is a process to take out butter from the milk. So Birbal immediately said, just like butter is hidden within the milk, exactly God is also hidden within the creation. Just like there is a process to extract butter and see the butter within the milk, similarly there is also a process to see God within the creation. If butter can be hidden in the milk, God cannot be hidden in the creation? And that's why Krishna says a wonderful verse. I don't know how they have this verse is not put here. Just give me one time. I'll put that verse in internet. Okay, open this. Oh, this is not opening. Why? Yeah, it's open. Okay. So this is very easy to remember this verse. This is 7:7. Chapter 7, verse number 7. So Krishna is also telling this wonderful verse. So 7:7. Very easy to remember. In Bhagavad Gita, many of the 1:1 is very nice verse. 2:2 is very nice verse. 3:3 is very nice verse. So Bhagavad Gita, these verses are very special. So 7:7. 10:10 is a very special verse. 11:11, 12:12, 13:13, 14:14. So these are all very special verses. 15:15 is a very special verse. Sarvasya chaham, riti sannivishto. So this is 7:7. Okay. One day we'll take a class on these 7 like this verses. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om, one person can recite. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. Mattaha parataram nanyat. Kinchid asti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam protang. Sutre mani gana iva.
Sutre mani ganavaya.
Okay, so very simple verse. What Krishna is telling you, see. Mattaha. Oh, this will not. Okay, yeah. Okay, now it will work. So what Krishna is telling, Mattaha. Mattaha matlab me. Parataram nanyat. Parataram matlab I am supreme. I am the supreme. Right? I am the supreme person, Krishna is telling. But I am not visible. Why? Mai sarvam idam protam. I am hidden within everything. Mai sarvam idam protam. Everywhere I am hidden. But sutre mani gana iva. Sutre mani gana iva matlab Krishna is giving an example. Just like there is a pearl necklace. And in the pearl necklace, you see the pearls, but you don't see the thread. Correct? How many of you have necklace? None of us have necklace. Okay, I will show you my kanthimala. You see my kanthimala. Okay. So it has tulsi beads. But are you able to see the thread? But just, okay, why kanthimala? This mala only. Okay. So all the flowers are together. What it means? There is a thread. If there is no thread, will the flowers, now if I remove the flowers a little bit, then you are able to see the thread, correct? But then, in this way, the thread is not visible. So Krishna also is giving the example, same example, just like in a mala, the thread is not visible, right? But the flowers are visible, the pearls are visible, exactly in the same way. The very fact that the flowers are together proves what? The very fact that the flowers are together proves what?
That thread is
That thread is there.
Thread is there.
So Krishna is telling the very fact that the world is working harmoniously, that means I am there. I am there. So in this way, Krishna is telling this wonderful verse. And we can also see, just like there are 5G network everywhere, but can you see like this? Oh, 5G come hai, abhi 4G hi hai aisa hai. Can anyone say like this? Oh, you know, you require a device. You require an appropriate smartphone to find out whether there is 5G network here or only 4G network here or 3G network here. So exactly in the same way, we require a process to see God. Okay. And the process to see God is by chanting the holy names of the Lord, is by reading, and it is by doing deity worship. This is the process. The process of seeing God is spirituality. And you can experience God, right? You can feel God, you can experience God, you can reciprocate with God, right? I can give one example in my personal life, then we will end today's class. So, from my childhood, like I am from Odisha and Bengal, people take fish and non-veg and everything. But from the childhood, from beginning of my life, when I was very small, I remember I maybe standard 1. It was, I think, standard 1 or maybe UKG or mostly standard 1. So my mother used to feed me fish. Okay. But I used to never like, and I used to feel something, and then that bones will get stuck, and my mother would forcefully feed, and it will be so bad, and that smell. I used to always think it's some vegetable or what it is. I don't understand, and get stuck. And I used to ask my mother what it is. My mother said, you go. I was very small. My mother said, you go and see with your father what it is. So my father took me to the market, and it was a Sunday, I remember. And then I saw the fish cutting and the blood coming out. There in the market only I vomited. And my father was so shocked. What is happening? And then my father brought me back without purchasing anything. And I said to my mother, this is sin. We are killing. We are giving so much of pain. So my mother said, no, this is our food, everyone takes, just like a tiger takes. What is the problem? We also take, my mother said. And I said, okay, you tiger may take, you may take, father may take, I will not take. So, but then there was fight in home. So from standard 1, there was fight, so much of fight. I didn't took. And finally when I came, I think to standard 4, 3 years I didn't took, but there was fight. But then standard 4 or 3, I don't remember the exact. One day there was a big fight. I locked the door, slammed the door, locked the door, and then I said, I am not going to take. And then my mother was knocking, and my father said finally from outside the door, okay, we will not force you. Then I opened the door, and then normal. It was, from that day I was liberated from this problem. So then I grew up. And I went to IIT. Then I got in touch with devotees and all. I started reading Bhagavad Gita. A very interesting thing happened in IIT. So in IIT also, the first year and second years and all those things, I used to not have good diet, because in mess it was very meshy food. The name itself is mess. So and it was so messy. I cannot take all this. I cannot bear only the smell of garlic and non-veg and all. For almost first year, for 6 months, I had only taken milk and roti from the mess. And then when I started going to ISKCON center, I started taking prasadam there. So, but because of that, there is some, vitamin B12, some deficiencies were happening because of not getting good food in mess in IIT. So my mother was very concerned. Mothers are very concerned about health. So she connected with one of our Ayurvedic doctor, who is our relative only. Matlab my Taujis. Tauji means actually English is such a language that everyone is an uncle. Tauji is also uncle. Tauji is Bade Papa. Matlab Pitaji is Bade Papa. So he had a Ayurvedic doctor friend, Gopa. His name was Gopa uncle. We used to call him from childhood. And he was our family Ayurvedic doctor. Anything you can call him and find out. So my mother, I had gone in November to home, and my mother had consulted him and kept some medicines and some Chyawanprash and one liquid that was there, Ayurvedic medicine. So then I went home, and mother was, as soon as I entered and took bath and sat down, mother was ready with that Chyawanprash, with that spoon inside, and it will feed. And one liquid is there. So I started reading the ingredients of the liquid, and mother was not, what you are reading, the ingredients? I said, I have to see what ingredients it has. It has veg, non-veg. As soon as I said that, my mother said, hi, this ISKCON fellows have what not they have done to my son. They have done nonsense. What, he's become mad now. He's searching for ingredients in Ayurvedic medicine. So like that, my mother was shouting, and my mother was about to put, I said, no, I want to see the Chyawanprash, what it is. And I hold that Chyawanprash. And then as soon as I hold, it was written Aswagandhadi Lehya. And it had no ingredient. Kerala Ayurveda, Aswagandhadi Lehya. Then as soon as I hold it, from inside my heart, someone started telling loudly, this has non-veg, don't eat it. So I immediately gave that to my mother and said, this has non-veg, don't eat it. Whatever I heard from within, I repeated to my mother. My mother slapped me. This Ayurvedic medicine has non-veg. You fool fellow. You are, these fellows have spoiled your mati bhram. Kya tum kar raha hai? And my mother started shouting. You know how mothers are. You have to eat it. I said, no. I'm feeling this has, my heart is pumping, and someone is telling that this has non-veg. My mother became so angry. My sister started laughing. And my mother said, your father comes, we will tell that you stay here only, don't go to IIT, you have got spoiled. And your Ayurvedic medicines, we know that you are vegetarian from childhood, this and that and all. But still, my mother was shouting, beating, but still I didn't take, because from the heart I was getting so much of, don't take it. I said, okay, I'll not take it. I'll not take it. So then I said to my mother, okay, close it. I'll keep it in my bag. I'll go back. I had come actually for one ritual in home. And then I said I was going back after one day. So my mother started calling that doctor. The doctor didn't pick up the call. And I said, tomorrow I'll take. I'll go to IIT. I'll call the doctor. I will take and I'll show you the picture. I will take. So I came back. Next day I had a train back to Kharagpur. I came back. And the doctor didn't pick up that time. We had rituals. We were also busy. Next day, I had a lot of labs and some exams were there. So a lot of labs were there. Whole day, I didn't carry mobile only. And when I came back in the evening, I saw so many missed calls from the doctor. So then I called back the doctor. And the doctor said, "Hey, I heard that your mother were telling that you were not taking the medicine. What happened?" I said, "I don't know. Does it contain non-veg?" And you'll not believe the doctor started laughing. And the doctor started laughing and telling, "Oh, actually, we don't tell all these things to our patients. But what can I do? Because you are not patient, you are a family member. This contains fat of the goat. Aja Mamsa. Right? This is the only medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, which contains non-veg." When I heard it, then I was like, then I said, "Did you inform my parents?" I said, he said, no, I just called you and informed. I said, okay, theek hai. Then I called my mother. And when my mother heard it, he said, "Arey, tumko kaun bataya ye? Ye to no one knows it." I said, "Koi to hai jo bataya." बंदर है बैठा हुआ, सबको बता रहा है, तुमको भी वही बता रहा है और मेरे को भी वही बता रहा है. So in this way, this is just one incident. There are so many incidents in my life, I can say on and on, whole day it will pass, where you actually, as you practice spirituality, you will be able to experience God's presence in your life. He is there in your heart. He will speak to you only when you want to hear from Him. But if you don't want to hear, like for example, there is in the car, when sometimes I travel in Uber, so there is 108 radio Mirchi. I don't know what is 108, 98.3. So you put that exact frequency, what will happen? Then you will be able to see. If it is 98.3, 98.1 में भी नहीं चलेगा वो, 98.3 में चलेगा. So exactly in the same way, we need to also tune with the frequency of Lord, tune with frequency of God. Then we'll be. So भगवान की frequency 108 पे चलता है, 108. So if we also put the 108 megahertz or gigahertz channel, then we will also be able to see. And believe in me, why I will cheat, why I will tell you lies. There are so many experiences in my life I can share on and on, where God is visible, God is there. And more you practice spirituality, more and more you will be able to feel His presence, right? And slowly, spirituality also will transform your senses. And when our senses are transformed and eyes are transformed, then we'll be able to see God. But the first experience is feelings, reciprocation. Like this, just like I said, one reciprocation in my life of how I now also remember the word, "Don't eat it. This contains non-veg." I just repeated that voice and my mother slapped me and said, "What nonsense this is." Then I understood we should not repeat the God's message as it is. We have to little bit, because God's message is very strong. Not everyone can digest it immediately. So whatever it is. But this was a funny experience or a very deep, memorable experience. This happened in 2009, November of 2009. I think November 10 or 11 or 14. November 2nd, my grandmother passed away. I had come to the Dasaha. Mostly this is November 11th or November 12th. November 2nd of 2009, my grandmother had passed away. So I had gone for the Dasaha of my grandmother in Puri. So during that time, this had happened. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So as I had said, we will chant one round together and then we will end. So this is called the Guru bead, and this is the beginning. It is, this finger is not used because this finger is to point at others, okay? And it is always uttered, okay? And I will tell you the speed in which you have to do, and you have to also do softly so that you can hear, okay? And you have to hold it like this, okay? Like this, this. I am giving all isometric projection of my hand so that you can see from all angles, okay? So like this angle, and then you have to enter it, this hand like this, it goes inside, and then this finger comes in the hole outside, okay? Very comfortable, okay? I'll show it again. My hand is coming out, okay? This is a nice product design advertisement. So this is like this, it goes inside and then it goes inside, and then it comes out like this, okay? Is this clear? Okay, okay. So there are the first bead you have to chant extra 3 mantras, and from there you start chanting Hare Krishna. So the first 3 mantras I will chant, and I will also put it in the group, okay? Anju Mataji, you are there. You please remind me to put it in the group, okay? The mantras. Okay, okay, डाल दिए. English में भी डाल दिए? Okay, very good, very good. You are a good coordinator. Okay, ठीक है. So like this. So all of you repeat after me in chorus. The Hare Krishna will chant in chorus. But the first 3 mantras, because you don't know, I will chant and then you can repeat. Okay, please close your eyes and please sit erect in the posture of meditation and try to concentrate and repeat after me. Please keep your everything muted. Sabko mute kar do. Okay. All of you repeat after me. The first 3 mantras I will speak, then you'll repeat, call and response. And then from the Hare Krishna, we will do in chorus. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desa Tarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Okay, so these are the 3 mantras. Now we will chant Hare Krishna in chorus together in the same tune and the speed in which I am singing or chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. So in this way, this takes about less than 10 minutes about this chanting of Hare Krishna. So I will tell you one more story about reciprocation. How we can see how Krishna also There is a sweet relationship, and Krishna also reciprocate. This is also a personal story I'm telling you, so that you understand that this is how God reciprocates. It's not that God is non-living and it's just some air or some, as people say, some light or energy or like that. God is a person, right? He also has emotions like all of us. So I'll give you also another personal story. In 2012, we used to stay in Salt Lake. We had a small hostel of those who were preparing for engineering and medical. And some of the students and myself, we were staying. Then I was always thinking that in the hall is very small. We want to have little bigger hall, then we can chant, we can dance also, because these teenagers, they love to dance. So we can make them dance and we can make them feed prasadam, pizza, momo and all those things. We need to have a big hall. And we have to big altar, Bhagwan rahenge, thoda mandir hoga, thoda chanting, jumping hoga, so it will be very nice, because the boys and all, they were always telling ki Prabhu, jump hona chahiye, jaise Rath Yatra mein jump hota hai, like that it will be nice. So then, but the big hall was costing a lot, but I said okay, we'll take a big hall, and in the rooms you can stay. We took a 4 BHK flat, and there was a big hall. That time it was costing 40,000 per month, and my budget was 25,000. So I said, okay, theek hai, we'll take a big hall. And then they started telling we should have a big altar, Prabhuji, and big Radha Krishna. So I brought very big lamination of Radha Krishna, very big lamination of Radha Krishna, and Jagannath Swami, big lamination, this big. But then money got over. So because money got over, how to put now Radha Krishna? So I said, now I don't have money for making an altar. So I will later on, we'll see. So I put some ply, plywood. So I called a carpenter, purchased some plywood and just the rough plywood. And I stuck to the wall through some screws and put Radha Krishna and Jagannath. And then I prayed, oh Radha Krishna, Jagannath, now I am keeping you in plywood. It looks very shabby. You are so beautiful. When I'll get money, I'll make a very good altar for you. Like that I prayed, and very nice dancing started, prasad started, pizza, momo, sab to chalu ho gaya. It was very nice experience. Then this happened in May, I think so. April or May we took, before just the beginning of, how the April mein schools chalu hota hai. So we we took the rent in March, and April se sare students started leaving and all, 11th class students. And it was going very nice. In June month, then some of other teachers who were also, some teachers were staying, I was staying, and the students were staying. So some teachers started telling ki Prabhuji, institute is so far, institute was only 1.5 kilometers, right? And there was a shortcut. In Salt Lake, there are shortcuts. In between the park, you can go and to the institute. No, Prabhuji, how nice it would be now if you have an Activa. And if you purchase an Activa, it will be so nice. I said, okay. That time Activa was costing 75,000. I said, Activa. And then the teacher started telling, and then many of the boys started telling, sir, just see, we'll also drive to institute. Sometimes the classes are again and again. We have to come back to the lunch and then go back. Activa rahega. We can go and purchase all the items, grocery and all. And it will be so nice, And then, when people are telling so much, then say, okay, we'll purchase Activa. Then the Activa came. I started begging. Where sannyasi will get money. So I started begging her, Activa chahiye. 5,000, 6,000, 2,000, 1,000, aise crowdfunding karke, I got an Activa. The Activa came. And then Activa came. Next day, the Activa was parking in front of the flat. And with no wind, nothing, the Activa fell down automatically. And there was a big dent on the Activa. And then the boys were taking, this is the second day of the Activa, and the Activa had a big dent. It was looking very bad. And then the people started servicing karenge. I said, abhi to aaya, kal aaya, gir gaya. Tum log parking nahi karte hain. And then they were driving. Anyone who drive it, they will fall. The Activa will skid, the Activa will fall, and nothing will happen to the driver, but Activa will have dents and everything. In 1 month, the Activa was looking 10-year-old Activa. It became so many times. And then I would say to the teachers and the students, you don't know, even this, it doesn't have a gear. Even Activa, you don't drive properly, it is falling. When I will drive, nothing will happen. And I will always say, just see, I am driving, never I have fallen, the Activa has not fallen. You have made 1 month old Activa, it's looking so horrible, and it will go for servicing. I don't know how much it will cost and everything. It was falling and falling and falling and falling. And many boys started telling कि प्रभु जी विश्वकर्मा पूजा नहीं किया आपने, इसीलिए गिर रहा है. I said, अरे I am Krishna devotee, why I will do विश्वकर्मा पूजा? I will not do विश्वकर्मा पूजा. हाँ प्रभु जी, some पूजा is required, कुछ तो black magic हुआ है. So then things were happening, and almost from June it became like September. And it has become last 3-4 months again, and it went to the servicing. We did some repair, we spent some money, maybe 5,000-6,000 more we spent to repair it. Again it came back, again it fell, again it started falling. So one day in the morning I was chanting, one thought came, Kare, when you took the flat in March, you had no money and you made me sit on the plywood. And when the thing came about Activa, you had all money. I said, oh, this is the reason. This is the reason. Then I called all the boys. I called all the teachers for an announcement. I said, now I understood why the Activa is falling. I had no money to purchase altar. And I said, as soon as I get a money, we will purchase altar. But we purchased what? The Activa. So immediately I took a sapath vow that till the time the altar comes, and I will not take sweets, I will not do many things, I will also not touch that Activa. And I made that sapath. So, and in just 1 month before the beginning of Kartik, as soon as the end of Durga Puja, Kartik begins, I will give you Radha Krishna one altar. Then I started begging. I would tell the story. This is what, our Activa. And you will not believe, after the altar came, the Activa never even one time also fell down. And now also the Activa is there. इतना साल हो गया, 13 साल हो गया, one person is living. कभी भी एक्सीडेंट नहीं हुआ. And वो एक्सीडेंट से किसी का क्षति भी नहीं हुआ, except the Activa, right? So in this way, Krishna is also a person. When we love God, then God also becomes angry. And God also do, like ऐसा होता है husband wife में and भाई बहन में, नहीं तुम ऐसे किया तो बात नहीं करेंगे तुमसे, मेरे से कर दूंगा. So Krishna also, when you start loving Krishna, serving Krishna, you will also find reciprocations like this. And it is so fondly remembered. I always tell everyone this, that how I had promised and I broke the promise and purchased something else, and Krishna became a little upset. And तुम्हारा Activa तोड़ देंगे, तुम्हारा Activa, ऐसा होता है ना. Sometimes we become angry on our very close relatives or father, mother, पीटेंगे तुमको. जैसे I used to beat my sister. My sister will put music, Bollywood music in big, loud volume, and I will beat my sister. Arey, close down the Bollywood. So in this way, just like God is not an energy, God is a person, and we can love Him, and we can also experience His love in our life, provided we want to follow the process of spirituality. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Activa Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.